What's up everybody? Nick Black here for another video, The Manifestation Project. Thank you guys for joining me. Today we're talking about my top 5 tips to creation. I'm a pretty creative individual. I do a lot of writing, music, video work. I've even gotten into doing some like logos and animation type stuff too, so I'm pretty all over the place when it comes to that. So I just want to make sure that I'm able to do that efficiently and produce work that people enjoy seeing, correct? Okay, so the first tip to creation is getting things that you need to get done first. So you want to make sure, if you have a ton of work to do before you're going to sit down and write this song, you don't want to be thinking about that when you sit down to write. You want to be able to focus on it. So just get your tasks done so that you don't have a huge pile of things to accomplish, and that's just going through your mind while you're creating music or anything, you know, your art, painting. Number 2 is to stay hydrated. That's pretty obvious. A lot of people love to drink sodas, and I know that sugar is great for the mind, but it also makes you crash. It makes you feel good. That's what's great about it. Definitely want to stay hydrated. So 2% of dehydration in the brain is going to cause an issue, and that's pretty crazy. I mean, to think that 2% really cause that much of a problem. Number 3 is that if you're going to be creating, make sure that you finish your projects. I have a ton of projects that are just kind of sitting there that I've started and not finished, and then I procrastinate to finish them. So I'm working on going back right now to finish all of my tasks and get them out there for the world to see. Number 4 of my top 5 tips to creation, I'll figure it out, is just to go with the flow. I don't know if you guys know about the flow state that your mind is able to get into. You've probably experienced this doing something that is challenging, playing some kind of sport. You're able to just get into this flow where you can do things nearly perfect, and time just doesn't exist, and it makes it, you know, either extend or be shortened. It makes it go by faster. So you just want to go with the flow when you're creating. Don't sit and dwell on something that needs to be done a certain way. Just do it the way that feels best at the moment. Just flow into it, lean into it rather than resisting. That's one way that I get my songs completed. I don't sit and dwell on a line. I try to make it sound the best it can, and then I'll go back to it later and maybe do more work on it if I think it's that bad. Number 5, okay, we'll move on. My top tips to creation is just to do it every day. You want to always be flexing that muscle when it comes to your art, and you want to make sure that if you're trying to produce a hit song, you should be writing one song at least every day, or even 5 to 10 songs quick, you know, and then you might have one that's pretty solid. So just keep that in mind. The more you're producing, the more solid work is going to come out of it. Alright guys, cool. So I appreciate it. That was my top 5 tips to creation. My name is Nick Black with the Manifestation Project. Hope you guys will join me later. Follow my Instagram, I_am_Nick.Black, and make sure you hit that bell below.